And that's sort of the abundant mindset, which I think is, how can I earn money without having to do what society does, which is, and I recently made a video on this about 3 types of people. You've got an asker, an attractor, and a waiter. And a waiter is someone who just waits and expects things but never gets anything. An asker is more of an extroverted person that would thrive very well in network marketing, that is more, like you said, extroverted, that will go out and they'll be around anyone and they'll be able to get on with anyone very easily. Whereas an attractor is someone who has to put in a lot more work and has to become very valuable, so that people, because I always say, like, an attractor doesn't mean you just get it. It's actually a lot more work, in my opinion, because an asker doesn't actually have to have any value. They just have to be confident and ask the right people. Whereas an attractor, which you can probably resonate with this, I can see it's like coming through, which is the type of person I am. And that's probably why you spend so much time on your videos, so that people know what you're about. You're not just chatting BS. You're like, no, I know what I'm talking about. You come to me. And when I came up with that, it sort of made me sit with me very well, of like sort of self-understanding. And when you came to that self-understanding, would you say that's where the abundance generated from?
At first, like, I, was having this battle in my head because I didn't really know what you just said. Like, I felt like, oh, why can't I do what, that person does?
Yes.
They're making so much money doing this. So my mind, I'll try and force myself to do these things, but it was out of alignment with myself.
Right.
And, one of the things that I've learned is you can change yourself and you can adapt yourself. So you can change yourself and work on your program, your subconscious, or you could align your life with your personality.
Yeah.
So I do a bit of both. Like,
yes,
I structure my business and everything around what I do around my personality, but then there's also subconscious patterns, things that I need to work on that block me too. So I combine them both in order to move forward. For a lot of people, they see what everyone else is doing and they compare and they try to do what they're doing because that's what success looks like. Oh, that person's yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like doing, I don't know, sales calls. Yeah. Maybe you don't want it. Maybe it's not a fit for you. Like you don't resonate with it. So don't do it. And, in the past, I've forced myself to do calls and it's just not for me. So now I have a team that does the calls for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do it. I can get on there, but it takes away energy from me rather than give me energy.
I hear you.
So oftentimes people in business, when they're trying to start their own thing, it's like they'll do things that are energy depleting and then say, oh, this is not my purpose. It's not what I want to do, whatever. But actually it is your purpose. Sometimes, it is that thing you are passionate about it. Sometimes it's just your personality and the way that you're made up. It doesn't align with it.